it rain, the way the beach is kissed by the sea. Only love can make it rain, like the sweat of lovers laying in the fields. Love, rain on me, rain on me. Love, rain on me, rain on me, rain on me. Only love can bring the rain that makes you yearn to the sky. Only love can bring the rain that fall like tears on from high. Love, rain on me, rain on me. Love, rain on me, rain on me, rain on me. On a dry and dusty road, and the nights we spend apart alone, I need to get back home to that cool rain. Ooh. I can't sleep in LA and I think the night is hot and black as ink. Oh God, I need a drink of cool, cool rain. So here's a solo, if you're playing along at home. Oh, I forgot about this part. I'm gonna try it this time. Rain, rain on me, woo. Oh, okay, so that's us. Well, I'm in a bit of a hurry today because I'm going to a friend's vernissage over down on the east left bank, over in the art sort of district, I would say. Well, that's not what it's called. It's called the left bank. Anyway, there's lots of, loads of art galleries around there, lots of high-end shops. So I'm hopefully going to go and see some friends and meet some new people down there. But before I do that, I wanted to share with you my latest work. I call it Crème de Bélier. Regardez. Bon, rain on me, rain on me. Only love. So this was a little departure from what I've been doing recently, which is sort of the Rooftops Paris, which you can see behind me right here. And I've been doing some collage, this palimpsest collage that if I had an example right nearby, I'd show you, but I do not. I don't believe. Oh, actually, yeah, I've got it. My portfolio right here, as a matter of fact, within reaching distance. And so usually what I'm doing this sort of palimpsest collage is what I call it. You can see here's an example of it. This is a piece I haven't abandoned, unfortunately. And yeah, so actually, cool, we got some pencil drawing down there. So, regardless, so all of that to say is that I've switched gears and I wanted to do something. I found this canvas in the street and I repaired it. It had a gash in it, so I sewed that up. And then I washed it up real good. You know, resurfaced it with some generous layers of gesso to plug in any gaps, and sanded it off. I actually use house primer for the opaque under versions, and then the last version I use gesso, because if you just use regular house primer, you know, for the walls in the kitchen and the living room, something like that, it tends to, if you use felt tip pens, it tends to bind to the filter, feutre, and plug up the pen. So I wouldn't recommend that, but gesso is just fine. It's a little bit more forgiving. That's what it's designed for anyway. And so I forwent the palimpsest collage. And you can see here, kind of interesting. Can you see that? That's where I sewed it up. But it's kind of interesting little texture detail in there. If I didn't point it out to you, you probably wouldn't notice. And if you hadn't turned the canvas backwards to see what's going on over here, I'm going to snip that off. That's a little bit annoying. It looks like an umbilical cord of some sort. But this I kind of like. And this is linen. This is, if I were to buy this canvas new, it would be over $100. So just the canvas itself is worth $100. And then I went in here with some acrylic paint and some colored pencil. You can see that. And here, let's see if you can see. Oops. Whoa. Well, that is interesting. Okay, so right, the frame just seems to be slipping. I'm going to have to repair that. Ooh, that's not good. We're going to have to address that. That shouldn't be a problem. No, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some wood filler in there and re-screw it. Anyhow, hey Gene, how you doing? Right here, you can see I used a different brand of paint. I think it's a little bit older, and it left this nice kind of craquelure effect. And in other places as well. Like right here, you can really see it. So I'm going to be putting up some high-resolution images of this on my socials, which you can check out later. And my inspiration was neo-expressionism, because I wanted to execute something more quickly, because usually I'm so persnickety, so precise, so precious about the process. So the background is actually sort of like you know how when you do a cover song, there's a cover version of Jean-Michel Basquiat paintings called The Warrior. It was allegedly the highest priced auctioned painting in Asian market ever, for hundreds of millions. Hey Gene, thumbs up to you too. How's things where you are? It's kind of nice and sunny today. It's on and off clouds in the sun. And I'm about to go to a friend's art opening. But I wanted to show this real quick here. And so you can go on my socials to see more detailed images of that. Now, if this reminds me, you should all be like on Gene and subscribe, like, comment, share. These are all things that Gene does, right? And tell your best friend about it. Or like tag it on the wall if you have any spray paint laying around. Or send a homing pigeon. Or what else could you do? A balloon. How about that? Helium balloon. Just tie the name of the podcast on there. Electric Podcast. And see where it ends up. You can write it in a few different languages, like voting ballots. So I think I'm going to get going. I'm going to leave you now with that Many Miles. The other day was kind of interesting. A friend of mine who's looking for some album cover design said, I really like this one. It was the cover art for this song, Many Miles it's called. And I played this live in the park a couple summers ago with an ad hoc band called Bernard, and Bernard the Hermit. And the harmonicist is French, and he's not quite sure about English, so he calls this song Minnie Mouse instead of Many Miles. And someone else was listening to this and gave me a thumbs up. Oh yeah, a good friend of mine who has a band called Le Reine Bleu said he was listening. He says, hey, I like that new song you have, Many Miles. I'm like, sorry, we're open? No, Many Miles. I said, oh, that's like 7 years old. But regardless. Many miles down this road, not to think about you. Too many miles down this road now on my own, and I don't know why I even stopped here for a while. La-di-da-da-da-da. Could it be due to the sunlight in your eyes? Could it be the way you saw me? Could it be because the colors of our lives just blended right about then? Many miles now apart but still together. The road has been a little rough and tumble, to say the least, is to say I love you more. As we embrace upon the shore, could it be due to the sunlight in your eyes? Could it be the way you saw me? Could it be because the colors of our lives just blended right about then? Many miles down this road now all alone, trying very hard not to think about you. Too many miles down this road now on my own, and I don't know why you even stopped here for a while. No, 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 and I don't know why you even stopped here for a while. All right, just about 12 minutes exactly on the dot.